So I don't think we really do have a checklist of what one has to be. I mean, we look for people who are passionate, who certainly share perhaps a certain aesthetic, but also who bring something, and who are, very kind of, I think, what is it? Self-stimulated, like, I mean, I guess I do look for people who are very proactive and who like to, who don't sit around and wait for direction, but who are, interested in culture and art, and who enjoy making things. I mean, I guess that's the way I could reduce it to the base level, is like, I like people who want to create. I looked at a lot of work, and I laid everything out on the floor, and I made a first edit and a second edit and a third edit, and again, it was just what really came out at me, no matter how many times I moved them around and rearranged it and thought about it. I mean, each one of the people who I saw this morning, each one of the designers, their work stood out in a way that no matter where I placed it, it just always came back out. I personally can relate, whether it's my vision or somebody else's vision, I really relate to a very full picture, and I think each one of them in their own way had a very clear and full and focused picture of what they'd like their work to be, how they'd like their work to be seen. Fashion isn't a necessity, nobody needs it, but they want it. And as long as you can create something that someone wants, then you're doing the right thing. I've become much more interested in creating a fashion show that has an environment, that transmits a mood, and casting it in such a way, and sort of constructing almost a little piece of theater, which is just that moment or that spirit that I feel like I want to project. Because at the end of the day, they're just jackets and coats and dresses and skirts and shirts, pants. But I think what gives them, or what gives people a dream, and what makes people covet and want them, is that you're giving them so much more than that, that you're giving them something to think about or to dream of. Or I try not to invest too much heaviness in something that I think is really about pleasure. I get dressed in the morning because I enjoy it, not because I, have to, although I certainly have to, because as much as I'd like to run around naked, I just don't think that would fly. So